nothing could stop me.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. First carry here for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Powell throwing on first down here. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first and 10, it's Robinson. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On second down, a run to Gibson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Third and 2, here's Howell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the turnover, here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Murray now on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Cardinals at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Murray, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Here's Murray from midfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Chandler. They find some open field here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ty Chandler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks better for you.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside, a turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers. Let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. shreds him with a stiff arm. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you get 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now, this is not a common sight where he runs to the open field and doesn't get away. This time, brought down for a big sack. As we said, normally, he gets outside the pocket and runs for nice yardage. Here, the exact opposite. They get him down for a double.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now Chandler. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's Chandler. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ty Chandler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Second down throw for Howell. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Howell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways, but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the 1st half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal 1st. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mike Evans, 26 yards. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Slot man moves right. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is indeed good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced to take him to 3.
He did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd down, it's Chandler. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Powell out of the shotgun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle they go. Chandler, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
This is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown! Tegan Quattoriano, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Murray going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Ty Chandler from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Howell. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Second down, Howell now. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. It's Howell with another throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes.
And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Second down at 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Third and 2. Here's Howell. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now Murray again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Howell with one final shot. Complete. It's Dotson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were. And how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I think counting after a while, they were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Arizona, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.